a good backup, I guess. Jump, barrier. I can steal from the enemies here as well, so I guess we'll leave this one for now. Yeah, we got. Oh, were you not here when we did Bahamut? Yeah, we beat Bahamut. Yeah, Bahamut was cool.
Activating combat mode.
Can you drop me something useful? Come on, man.
Conflict resolved.
Later.
Now I just need to wait for the DMW to level up my materia. So we could be here for an hour. We've got to wait for RNG to do its thing. And you know how RNG, and we all know how good RNG is for me, don't we? We all know the answer to that one.
Conflict resolved.
I've never been screwed over by RNG in any video game I've ever played.
Activating combat mode.
Let's go, Steve. Now, before you say it, I know I've got to let them roll, but I need to level up first before I even let them go. We've got to wait for the DMW to roll. We've got to up cloud. Ba-bum, bum, bum. Is there no fight here?
Activating combat mode.
Clang, clang, clang. Bow, bow. Got him. Fire is leveled up.
Resolved.
So we won't gain anything from this anymore. I'm gonna level up both of these then at the same time. Yeah, I'm having a pretty decent night. We're doing this Crisis Core challenge. And it's actually making the game way more fun.
Activating combat mode.
Basically, no Materia Fusion, none of the in-game missions that they want you to, the game pushes you to do. None of these missions, basically, the ones I'm in here. No shops, and it's all on hard mode. So it's chaos, basically. The chaos challenge. You may have noticed I've dubbed the names of chaos now, as opposed to what I did yesterday.
Combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Got him.
While we're discussing mechanics, Sid, are you here?
Combat mode.
Bring it
I'm
on.
gonna ask, do you know the secret experience thing, right? Right? Is it does each enemy actually have a amount of experience that it drops, or is it just RNG? Does it matter what I fight? Oh dear, I think the doggos are probably better off for me anyway.
Activating combat mode.
Doggo, doggo, go, doggo, go.
Conflict resolved.
Da 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 da. Doggo.
Activating combat mode.
Da 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 go. Shooby doo doo be doo 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 be doo be doo doo.
Conflict resolved.
Doo doo be doo
Activating combat mode.
be. If you don't know, it's okay. I don't expect you to. I feel there's a lot of mechanics in this game that aren't really public
Conflict resolved.
because it's all RNG.
Activating combat mode.
Good old RNG. I do wonder.
Later.
Conflict resolved.
I need to let some.
Activating combat
Out
mode.
of the way.
Ow. Ow. Ooh, MP up is going to be key. Maybe I need to put MP up on it. I can use MP up. Get 50% of that.
Conflict resolved.
Yeah.
What? Does anything drop ethers? Like, if I can steal ethers from a single enemy, I have 5 ethers. You know, 5. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 6, not 7. Four. Four measly little weepers. I don't think any of these enemies drop things
Activating
here.
combat mode.
Useless.
Conflict resolved.
Ooh, still leveled up, which means nothing in this game. But more AP. Where's the little beetled enemies?
Activating combat mode.
Not here.
I'm Zach.
How's that?
You're in for it now.
Conflict resolved.
Is this the end?
Activating combat mode.
Oh, buddy.
Take that. Got him.
Conflict resolved.
Later.
So far, nothing's leveled up. Actually, my pirate is.
Activating combat mode.
Oh, these still. I can get potions from these. 3 potions. Come here. Stab it. Stab it. Alright, okay.
Take that. The end. Oh yeah.
Conflict
Oh,
resolved.
my mass and my HP went up again. We've got 2 of these leveled up, yeah? Cool. Cool. It gives me... I wonder if the higher the level the barrier is, the longer it lasts or something. I wonder how they work, higher levels. Or they're just there for the fusion factor.
Activating combat mode.
Hopefully the latter. Bro, can you heal? The one that I needed alive died.
Conflict resolved.
Later.
Well, they dropped me potions. I could stack up on potions and not need cure in the fight. Come on. Sorry. Me too. Like I said, restless day.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah.
This is a good way to farm potions. I'm gonna do it as well. I'm gonna do it.
Activating combat mode.
Bring it
That's
on.
right, I'm gonna do it. Okay. Option C. Option B. I got them both. I got them both actually.
Take that! Warm-up's over! Is this the...
Conflict resolved.
Scavenger mode, chat. We did it. We got scavenger mode. We officially conquered scavenger mode. Found my access to potions. Kind of poggers.
Activating combat mode.
Better run for it! The power of... Oh
Conflict
yeah!
resolved.
There is kind of some setup that I could do for the fights, like have Cisne set up everybody on higher so I could have my limit go off more and more for the fights. But it's so RNG that she'll show up that it's just not worth trying to plan for. If I get that kind of setup prior, then I'll probably go straight into the fight. But unlikely.
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
Activating combat
Out of
mode.
the way!
Alright. I like that you can steal from two at once. It's so convenient.
Brace yourself! The power of
Sandwich.
All right, here comes the
The Earl
big
of
one.
Sandwich, John Montagu, invented the sandwich. Before they just ate
Oh yeah!
everything separately.
Conflict
Cheese,
resolved.
bread. What if you put them together? Man's actually a genius because he can only thank John Montagu for inventing something called a sandwich.
Activating combat mode.
Take that!
Conflict resolved.
My item check 53. I'll do this a few more times.
Activating combat mode. Activating combat
How
mode.
can it beat Angie if you can't beat a few bugs? That when I hold. Baffles me, man.
Warm-up's over!
Warm-up's over.
The power... Oh
Conflict
yeah!
resolved. Activating combat mode.
Bro! How? Oh my god, you are so bad.
Take that! The end! Oh
Conflict
yeah!
resolved.
Yo, Trev, how's it going, man? Well, I'm just farming, by the way. You don't have to, like, we're not doing anything major at the moment. We're farming for a fight, but we're just in chat, everyone. I'm doing nothing exciting
Activating combat mode.
since I'm too weak to fight what I want to do. Also, you should play Crisis Core. We had this conversation. Farming broccoli? Yeah, pretty much.
Conflict resolved.
We're farming some form of greens because we need potions, so yeah. What are you mad about now?
Activating combat
I
mode.
enjoyed lurking to the end of your stream yesterday. Well, I was lurking to your stream to sleep. It was nice to see you, it was nice to not have to carry you in Apex, and I just could kind of just, you know, watch the magic. God. That stream was funny. I thought you were playing with a friend for a minute. Because sometimes you would talk to people, and I couldn't tell if you're talking in game or like, or you were talking on a party, but we couldn't hear them. But no, you were just solo queuing.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know quite a bit about Apex. I kind of, I watch it, like I watch the esport and stuff, just because it's like some of the pastime outside of a stream. That's why I was asking what your thoughts were on the new patch and stuff. Right? I haven't played it. I watch it, but I don't play it. That's what happens overall.
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we'll take this all the way, because I can take cure out of my thing if I do this. Dig, 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 dig. Thought you were on my side, man.
Activating combat mode.
What do you mean nothing just steals that? That! If you want to be like Bruno, you gotta want to do better than this.
Conflict resolved.
Right, there was two moments in Among Us between me and you that stick out to me. One was the day you got me the trophy, and we had no idea it was a trophy. When I was doing that thing in the warp machine thing, whatever it was, I was doing that right, and you killed me as it happened. And I died, and I was like, what? I got a trophy, but I died. You were in the game, so you didn't see my reaction on the stream, but it was hilarious. Yeah, the health station thing. And then my favorite moment was where we both stopped each other in the hallway. I don't even think either one of us was the, no, I think I was. I think I was the substitute. I can't remember what it was. The bad person. But we stood at each other. We stared at each other in the hallway, and then both turned away and walked away our different ways. Imposter, that's the word. That was my funny, because that was like the proper anime moment. We were just like, don't worry about it. I'll see you somewhere else. And it's like one of us was hiding something. I'm sure that one of us was clearly the imposter, but one of us was hiding. I think I was hiding, trying to stay away from people, because I was like, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. No, I was running because I was the imposter, because I just killed someone, and then I was like, and then if you had followed me, you would have saw that I was the imposter, but you weren't sure, so you went the other way. It was funny. It was so funny. It was like that. Spot each other and you just kind of back away slowly, you know. Yeah, little like kick W leave. Oh, it was a funny day.
Activating combat mode.
Was that the same day as the day that I was like running opposite to the where there was like everybody was running in one big group? Well, everybody but me. I was the imposter, and everybody was running as a big group, right? And I saw everybody, so I pretended to be like everybody else. And we just all, and I was the first time I saw them. And then they all ran through this passageway, and then I ran through them, and I killed one of them, carried on, and I was like, and then if you were watching, I was like, oh my god, because I pushed the button by accident, and I was like, oh my god, they know it's me, and everyone was just like, what just happened? How did someone die? What? I never know who it was me, and I was just sitting there going, I muted the mic, and only stream could hear me. I was like, I have no idea. It was so funny. It's one of those funny moments to watch.
Activating combat mode.
They were literally like confused cats. They were like, ah. And then I just perked in like the conversation at the end going, yeah, I have no idea what happened there. Clearly someone died. And whoever I killed was probably going,
Resolved.
Marsh! I know, whoever I killed popped up in chat with a mad face like, it was you. It was so funny. Hey, how many have I got? It's been, hey, it's been 84 years. Look, I've got the Daniel meme. I've got 84 potions.
Activating combat mode.
Oh, Trevor, we got new emotes, mate. I don't know if you've seen them. We got a new emote, one you'll really like. Marsh be Pog.
Later.
Marsh be
Resolved.
The end.
Marsh be Pog, Marsh be Yikes, and Marsh be Demand. I told you we'd make a demand. I told you when when you guys thought I was distracted the other day, I was like, Ben, I got an idea. Can you make this?
Activating combat mode.
It was like, hold my fruit. It was like, hold my keyboard.
Conflict resolved.
Yeah, they're good, aren't they? Joined your stream but didn't say anything. Just in case, then gotta take precautions.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Later.
Activating combat mode.
If it's open season.
Got him.
Conflict resolved.
Well, let's go for the full 99 while I'm here. Right, I'll do one more bunch of steals and then we'll go to the other area and start farm there.
Activating combat mode.
Take that.
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah.
Activating combat mode.
Bring it on. The end.
Oh, we've done it. Cool. Boom.
Later. The end. Oh yeah.
Nice, Kira leveled up.
Resolved.
Your team flip-flop every time.
Activating combat mode.
Got him.
Conflict
Oh
resolved.
yeah.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Later.
I really need to start letting, I want to save it though, just in case things crash. Now that we've got all the items, and then I'm gonna try and let everything start rolling. I don't know why I'm running all this way for the save when I could have just saved in the other room, but... Classic Marsh. Well, this means I don't have to rock Cure though, to be fair. I'm gonna let him level up though. By the way, I have no idea what your conversation is
Out
about.
of the way.
I'm sorry I'm of no help.
You never will be. Useless, pal.
Activating combat mode.
Right, okay. Level up. Level something up. Go. Go. DMW. DMW. DMW.
You're in for it now.
The power of soldier.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't have to go all that
Conflict
far
resolved.
for my... Okay. It doesn't matter, I guess. It doesn't matter. It don't matter.
Activating combat mode.
Why does everything poison me here? DMW. DMW. DMW.
Bringing out the big guns.
The power of
Oh yeah.
Oh, Kira master.
Conflict resolved.
Good to know. Right. If I was something that needed leveling up, I'm gonna put MP up.
Activating combat mode.
Take that. VII. Later.
Conflict resolved. Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah.
Activating combat mode.
Oh
Conflict
yeah.
resolved. Activating combat mode.
Take that.
Conflict resolved.
VII.
Taking Cure out was a bad idea. Okay, why don't I just do this? Put this on here. And put Cura here. So I can go ahead and heal whenever I needed to. We shouldn't really be talking politics. To be fair. All I will say is the word indictment was not a common word. What's that? Or someone else going power. What's that
Activating
person
combat
going power?
Bring it on.
Yeah, it's this. In case people have different views. No, I know what you're saying, but it's very... When you start a political conversation, it gets very heated very quickly. Even if you're all on the same team. Like, it's very easy to go down the route.
Activating combat
Out of
mode.
the way.
Oh, no, you're not. I'm not coming at you.
Oh
Conflict
yeah.
resolved. Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Got him. Oh yeah.
Activating combat mode.
Why am I killing them instantly? I need that DMW roll. I'll go very good at this palming thing business in this game.
Activating combat mode.
Back just wanted to bar. Wanted the bath spa. game, please.
Conflict
Give me
resolved.
something useful.
Oh yeah.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Got him. Oh yeah.
Activating combat mode.
The end.
Conflict resolved. Activating combat mode.
Better run for it.
Conflict resolved.
The one barrier that went up that didn't need going up right now.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah.
I think a lot of people felt that way. See, OG Aerith, a lot of people were like fan of her. There was no middle ground. It was either you overliked or you didn't. I think initially I wasn't that fussed about her, but a lot of people
Resolved.
see the appeal in her after. The more times you play it, I think she's really well written in the original as well. But they didn't do a good job of maintaining Aerith in the media. To be fair, like she was just that girl who just got killed by a Sephiroth. Like that's what she became known as, unfortunately. But she's actually really well written, even in the original.
Bring it on.
She's not weak or anything. Like she's really cool in the original. But it was always this:
Resolved.
you're either a fan of Tifa or you're a fan of Aerith. You can never be a fan of both, and that's how people saw things.
Activating combat mode.
Fortunately. Well, that was the common. Sorry, I should say common. But I do think original Aerith was really good. Yeah, she was sassy. She still was, she could wind up Clouds and make him, feel like a bit off, rather than be like always worried about his feelings. She would be like treat him as a person. She is still like the first person since the start of Final Fantasy VII's events that treats him like a normal person, and he treats her like a normal person without knowing any facts about each other. Whereas all the others kind of like, oh, childhood friend or mercenary, cold and all that like kind of stuff like. It wasn't that she cared. It was just the kind of personality. It's who she was, and she just lived a life in being not care. She seems carefree, but she isn't actually carefree. Like, she's a really cool person. I think the remake did her incredibly well though, and they made her even. I think the remake made her better.
Activating combat mode.
Yeah, I think they are both. I've always been a fan of both characters. Tifa's always been one of my favourite characters, but not for the same reasons everyone else says their favourite character, I've just always thought it was super cool that, like, I know people don't like what she did this, but she was so scared to tell Cloud the truth about how he got the number of years and stuff wrong, and it wasn't him who visited Nibelheim, that she wanted to see things out because she was scared it would break his mental state. She was so scared of her own self as well, and she shows it. And they show it. The more and more you play it, the more and more you see it. That's why Tifa is like my favorite character in the entire game. But they're both done incredibly well, and I think they're both fantastic characters. Like I've said this before, Squaresoft did a really good job of portraying strong female characters all the way from 6, if not before then. A lot of Squaresoft Final Fantasies empowered women before the media was doing it, like they did it in a really good way. Like they've become really powerful and key to what's happening on the screen, and I absolutely loved how they are characterized. Tifa is more than just boobs and you know, but a lot of people just see it as, you know, the latter.
Activating combat mode.
And same for Aerith. I think remake Aerith has done so well though. Like they captured her perfectly.
Conflict resolved.
Like the first, literal first 5 minutes you get with Aerith in the remake blew me away because I was just like, wow, this is literally perfect for Aerith. This is perfect. This is they showed off Aerith how you want her to be perfectly. The whole when she falls off, you know, when she falls off the little thing and Cloud catches her and she's like, my hero, and she's like in a really sarcastic, sassy way. I thought that was just so good. Like the whole thing was just really clever.
Activating combat mode.
Oh yeah.
Conflict resolved.
I think they made her look better in the remake than in the original game, but I feel like Aerith gets more stronger as a character as the story goes on, not as in your first impact. But the thing is, a lot of people, it's hard because it kind of completely breaks the story, and I think it takes more than one playthrough for you to enjoy the Aerith meeting in the first game through. Maybe it's different for different people. At least for me, it was anyway. Like I was like, we just blew a reactor 5. Cloud just fell off this thing. I was like, oh my god. Tifa Barrett, we need to get back to Sector 7, and I was like, wait, I'm babysitting this like flower girl all of a sudden, like, well, in actuality, you weren't, you know, and then it got better and better. It takes time to build her up, whereas the others, you kind of already had that connection. Magic up isn't even good, dude. It gives you +1. Oh no. At least with this you get percentage. You thought Jesse was a dude? Really? I mean, Jesse can be a guy's name as well, to be fair.
Conflict resolved.
But I always knew that it was a female.
Activating combat mode.
I always knew Jesse was a girl. Because there were certain things Jesse did within the group and conversations she'd have. She seems like the caring one. Like, you weren't just like the look. I mean, like, it was more like she weren't thirsty with the remake, but she kind of had like showed a bit of like either a crush or caring motherly attitude towards the group. Bro, can you stop killing me?
Conflict resolved.
I think the remake did a great job at showing more about Jesse, but they did the same with all of them. Big Thread and Jesse, obviously they wouldn't get more focus because it was just Midgar, but at the same time I'm really glad they did because it made their deaths even more meaningful, or deaths I should say, but like, you know, it made it so much more impactful.
Activating
Like,
combat mode.
because you build that connection, so when you see Barrett, you know, the post Sector 17 scene,
Resolved.
you know, the post plate dropping scene, and you see Barrett upset, you know, because everyone remembers the line, Marlene, Jesse, Barrett, there's Jesse, Biggs, Wedge, you know, like, it hits you even more in the remake because now you've built up that story with them. That chapter that you have with Biggs, Wedge and Jesse, with Cloud, where, you know, we're on top of Sector 7 plate, and you go into that plant and all that stuff, and the other Wu-Tai stuff. I love that chapter. But a lot of people probably say that that's just filler or like, you know, what's the word? Spreading out the content. I love that chapter because you got to hang out. You got to see more in depth on Jesse. You actually you get to learn that she actually came from Kate. Her genuine dream. She used to work at Gold Saucer as in the theater part of Gold Saucer, and then she obviously took up arms and wanted to join Avalanche Ridge. And they did a really good job in that. Her father worked for Shinra and she had a reason for it. Like, I loved the Jesse chapter. The whole chapter 4 chapter in remake was really cool. And it really showed how close them three are in their own way. Because, like, even though Barrett's Barrett, He seems like the leader of the pack. So, you know, like in a workplace, like you have the manager and you have the employees. Employees tend to be closer with each other than the manager. That they kind of did that in a really well. Barrett would sit on a different table. You know, when they're partying, Barrett sat on a different table to them three. You know, Barrett sat with Tifa, and then the other three are together because they're like more of a close-knit crew. Like, I thought that was really cool. I really liked that kind of how they did that, and how they brought them together. Like, you know, like they know what Jesse's like, and they like them too, and they kind of like contain it well, and like have a backstory well. Just made Jesse's death like really sad to see. I was like, no. I mean, I knew they'd do that to Scarlet, to be fair.
Activating combat mode.
I mean, she kind of has always been like that, to be fair.
Later.
They just animated her a bit more, even more. So that makes perfect sense that she
Activating
got that
combat
wrong.
mode.
But I still think they did Scarlet really well. Like, I have to praise that they did Scarlet really well, despite, you know, like, I think Scarlet looks really cool. As the character, they animated her really well, like in terms of like taking the original to what the remake is. They did a phenomenal job of that, and even just like her personality, like she is evil. You can tell from every comment she is that pure evil. She does not give a crap about anyone apart from her own desires, and they did that perfectly. Heidegger is hit and miss for me. Heidegger is absolutely hit and miss for me.
Activating combat mode.
Bring it on.
But I've always felt hit and miss with that character. I think he's pretty decent in the remake, because you can do more with him in the remake, I guess. But I don't know. His characterization is when you're in the sewers and he's trying to stop you, but I don't know. I just don't think he's anything special.
Activating combat mode.
Hojo is done really well, but Hojo has to be done really well.
Conflict resolved.
The thing is, I know everyone's like, oh, the Tifa Scarlet slapping fight. If they don't put it in, heck, if those events even happen. Just saying that, if putting that disclaimer that if these events happen, I don't even see why you do it. Why would Scarlet, who doesn't physically do anything, she puts her feet up on a Shinra trooper. She doesn't even get a footstool. She has a literal person to put her feet up. Why would she physically go and slap somebody in the face? A martial artist said that as well. Why would nobody in their right mind would go up to Tifa and be like, right, okay, I'm gonna go up and try and have a slap fight with you. And even if Scarlet slaps Tifa, Tifa's just gonna be like, boom. You know, like, come on. But I know if they don't put it in, people are gonna be like, meh, you didn't put in the slap fight, meh. Like, it just takes the reality away from it. And the remake's making it more of a real take on it. Like, but we just know they have to put it in because the community will be 10 times worse than what it already was when the remake first came out. But there's going to be haters no matter what. I'm sure once Rebirth is out, people are going to be like, wow, they did this, they didn't do that, they did this, they changed this, they've done this, even though we're already expecting change. Like, they've confirmed there's going to be change. And that it's like, pretty much like, in the timelines before still, it's not a remake. People are still going to be like, you changed it.
Activating combat mode.
I can't wait for the game to come out. This was a good stepping stone.
Conflict resolved.
Maybe if it's a fight with Tifa versus Scarlet and like 3 other dudes, but Scarlet fights in the DLC, right? But she fights in a mecha. She doesn't fight physically herself, which makes sense. She's going to use the machines to fight, not, you know.
Activating combat mode.
See, if they don't put the stat scene in, I can get over it. That's the thing. Maybe it's just my mature mind. Maybe it's just because I've just kind of just let go of things like that. I'd rather the story I'd rather a strong story that makes sense, that stands on its own, rather than, wow, this happened in the original game but didn't happen in the remake version. Like, you know, I don't bother with that anymore.
Activating combat mode.
I'd be down for that as well. Like a version but 2 from what you can fight.
Got him.
Because I really liked that Scarlet fight in the UP
Activating
DLC.
combat mode.
I really enjoyed that fight. In fact, the UP DLC had some of the best fights in the entire remake thing. It's a minor detail. The thing is, pet friends, we already know people are going to be like throwing toys out the pram if they didn't put it in.
Activating combat mode.
Break out the balls from the winning.
Conflict resolved.
Scarlet chases Tifa to the end of the cannon, right? And they're just like, right, let's over a game of Fort Condor. And everyone's like, yo, let's go. Tifa's like, alright then, I'm just going to wait for the airship though, is that alright? The thing is, the people that would be reacting badly to something not being in it
Activating combat mode.
Bring it
are
on.
people that would just hate for the sake of it.
Oh
Conflict
What
yeah.
annoys
resolved.
me. And that's what Square sees on Twitter. They all
Activating
use Twitter as their
combat mode.
go-to.
Conflict
Oh
resolved.
yeah.
I don't know why people are salty about it anymore. I know, like, some people can be understandable. Definitely can be like, I can see it from both sides. I can't. Like, it's not like it's different. It's okay for things to be different. It doesn't have to be the same. You know, like, it's okay for a bit of change. It doesn't even make the original obsolete. My thought was, if it's completely brand new canon, that's great. The original stays as it is. It doesn't affect anything. And even if they do put it in the timeline, it still doesn't affect the original game, because the original events still effectively occur. And this is just a different timeline of a different different dimension or something, you know, like, because the dimension Sephiroth, my theory anyway. Like, it wouldn't make a difference to me. And the events happen in a different way because it feels more real. Some of the things happen in the remake that the Whispers save you from feel like that would realistically happen. They make it kind of like they react in the moment. Not everything's going to be set in stone or written in fate. And I like this, kind of done on purpose. The whole theory that it was a slap in the face to purists was people believe that as well. Yes, Square going to write an entire story to go, ha, you purists who like our game, they're going to make you not like the game anymore. I can't believe people just believe that.
Conflict
Oh
resolved.
yeah.
Because one of my favorite things about the remake, right, was the fact that we got to re-experience Final Fantasy VII for the first time again. But it was like when we all first play Final Fantasy VII or any game that we love, we only get to experience for the first time once. Remake gave us that feeling for a game that we felt nostalgia with at the same time. Most remakes, you either feel nostalgia, but there's no real first experience. Most people playing Resident Evil 4 probably just gonna have this nostalgia, but not like a fresh experience. It's gonna be the same. You know what you're expecting. With Final Fantasy VII, it's like, bruh, like it's like you don't know what's gonna happen next. With Res 4, you know what's gonna happen. Like, I loved that. I absolutely love it. It gave me a brand new fresh experience there. And I,
Activating
just, like,
combat mode.
I fell in love with it. Like, I love both of them. And that's okay. And if you don't like the remake, that's fine. You don't have to.
Activating
You
combat
don't have
mode.
to, like, get angry at the rest of the series for changing. And that's all I'll say about it. If you don't like the remakes, that's fine. But you don't have to get angry at people who enjoy it. I think here's the thing, the wall market
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah.
was a hard thing to redo, and they did it perfect. They did it as best they possibly could. They made it, expanded it. They made the wall market exactly what it is. Like, it's independent little area that isn't governed by Shinra. And it's like gang ran, but it's actually like got its own system, and it's all underground, and it's like, you know, that kind of underground kind of movie when they had the arena thing as well, and they had this whole tournament thing. Like, no one expected that. And then Hell House coming, dude, that was like the coolest moment. And Hell House came out as your final fight. I was thinking, man, we did Sector 6 with no Hell House. Can you imagine if they did pay Hell? And then it came out, and everyone was like, everyone must have lost their mind when they saw that. Like, the Hell House fight was one of the coolest moments in the game, without a doubt.
Activating combat mode.
Out of the way.
Yeah, it's a CD place like it's supposed to be. Like, it's literally a CD place and it's supposed to be a CD place. Like, it was done so cool, like the whole thing. And then you got the 3 people that kind of run things within the town. Like, you got Don Corneo, then you got the 3 trifecta kind of people, like, who are the people in power, and different parts and the connections. Like, it was just really cool. It was like a gangland business, but like on the front they look like they're like running a clean business kind of thing.
Activating combat mode.
Bring it on.
And most people expecting to take out the cross-dressing scene, but they put it in there, but they did it in a different way. And one of the coolest bits about it was that the characters that are in the original Wall Market Dress Cloud Up scene are there, and there is a mini quest with them, but it's not the same quest. And so you still had that, oh, the characters are still there moment. So the nostalgia was there. I loved it. And then seeing the buildings, like the item shop, you know, the circular item shop in 3D and stuff was really cool.
Activating combat mode.
No. There's a deleted scene in the original game with Cloud and Tifa. Just before you go down Northern Crater with Cloud and Tifa in the airship.
Activating combat mode.
I don't know anything about it doesn't sound like it sounds real at all.
Conflict resolved.
Deleted quest with Tifa and when she caught up with Corneo. What do you mean when she caught up with Corneo? She gets captured. Oh, something about they wanted to make a playable... Yeah, so in the DLC they expand out Tifa running into that direction to try and do something to change things because she felt... I can't remember what it was, but she felt like she needed to do something. She found out something like Cornet and she tried to do it in her own way.
Activating combat mode.
And someone said when I was playing the DLC that it was a deleted quest apparently. It wanted to do a Tifa control quest, but it would have broke up the game a bit too far.
Activating combat
Oh,
mode.
Corneo is perfect in terms of how to make him,
Conflict resolved.
how they designed him.
Oh yeah.
Like, I was like, how are they gonna make Corneo show? And they did him perfect. Like, is that whole big intro, and it's like, and then he just is like, ladies, and it's just like you expect him to just walk out like he's some like tall, powerful character, but he's just short. Like, yeah, it was really cool.
Activating combat mode.
Like, they really put a lot into the characters in the remake, which I can see why there's some frustration with the Crisis Core characterization. Not just from the story, but just the effort that gone into them.
Activating combat mode.
The voices and stuff, because the remake is tip top, top tier.
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it would have ruined the pacing, but people said the pacing was ruined anyway, because you had to do some side quests. But then there's some side quests in Final Fantasy VII and other Final Fantasy games. Where was that debate? Yeah. Anything else leveling up this today? I'd like to go fight the boss this year. The sewers, yeah, no one likes the
Activating
sewers.
combat mode.
A lot of people didn't like Wall Market from my end. But that might be people who've gone for the 100% trophy and doing the dresses over and over. So the ba 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 sha ba 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 da ba song, you know, great to people. I've heard a lot of people say they don't like that track.
Oh yeah.
Sha ba da doop doop be doo.
Activating
It's not awful. It's just because you have to hear it a lot. It's not awful. I disagree to say it's
Oh
awful.
yeah.
But because you have to hear it a lot, kind of piss you off. Play the original. That song is played in a different part. But you're missing. See, that's the problem. You're going. I don't like the wall marking music because it's not playing dun dun ba dun dun ba dun dun ba dun dun. One, that song is in the remake, but used in a different moment, very well, right? Until you just compare it to the original game again. Like, this is exactly my point. You need to see it in a different light. You're saying an entire song is bad because in the original game they use a different track. That doesn't make a song bad. Something leveled up, I don't know what it was. Barrier? Oh, goodness.
Activating combat mode.
I want to play the remake.
Conflict resolved. Activating combat mode.
Shooby doop 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 be doo.
Later.
Conflict
Shabada
resolved.
doop doop be doo.
Activating combat mode.
You know, Daniel, you're making me interested in doing a similar challenge. I wouldn't be able to keep low level, or I'd just let the game pace out. But
Activating combat mode. Conflict
the real
resolved.
challenge I want to do, Petfen, you know the challenge we were talking about before with the scavenger rando? I'm really hungry to do that. You said the rando might
Hello
not work
there.
with it, and I was like, damn.
Activating combat mode.
Yo, Irish! It'd be dumb, but it'd be so funny. That's why. It'd be fun, but dumb.
The end.
Funny, but it'd be funny, because, like, it'd be so different. It's such a weird way of playing it. I think I need to play
Activating
scavenger first.
combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Competitive games normally? I don't play any game normally. I play them for the first time, and then I go, right, what horrible challenge can I give myself next? Look at what I do to myself in video games. Let's do Still Soul and Hollow Knight where I can't die. But instead of going for the easy finish of the game, I went for the hard route. Let's play Crisis Core, but instead of playing it normally, even if I skip all the side missions, I know Materia Fusion, no shots. Hard mode. What's the other thing I'm stopping myself from doing? Whatever all the stuff is.
Activating combat mode.
Yeah, no shot.
Oh
Conflict
yeah.
resolved. Activating combat mode.
He asked me should he understand the game. I'll just let him. I would just say let him play the game however he wants to play the game. If he loves the
Activating
game,
combat mode.
Bring it on.
you just don't back to him. He won't want to be back to you.
Conflict
The same way
resolved.
I wouldn't want to be. The whole
Activating
beauty of
combat
games like
mode.
that is you play it again. You do everything. And I would say,
Conflict resolved.
yeah,
Later.
he'll play it again if he wants to play it again.
Activating combat mode.
My advice is don't even say it.
Resolved.
Because he will see that as a spoiler. He probably already knows. Because being a
Activating
I kind of get it.
combat mode.
There's things that I have to play oblivious to sometimes because things get spoiled for me.
Oh yeah.
Like in the Kingdom Hearts universe, things have been apparent to me and been spoiled to me without me knowing.
Activating combat mode.
That spoil is what spoiled to me. I played Sudoku 1 and 2.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I 100%ed it the first time, but I've only played the games once. I loved playing 2 though. I think 2 is my favourite. Again, it was a long time ago.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Alright.
Oh yeah.
Activating combat mode.
Out of the way.